tail alone, folks, is 4 stories high. If an airplane had hit the Pentagon at the collapse point of 77 feet by 77 feet, that 125-foot wingspan would have broken the windows. It would have caused the second floor to collapse, and it certainly would have damaged the lawn. We all know what football players can do to the lawn. But the United States government said an airplane couldn't break a blade of grass in front of the Pentagon. And that's because it was not an airplane that hit that collapse point. Again, remember, the second floor didn't fall till 45 minutes later. The collapse was 77 high by 77 wide with an airplane wingspan of 125 feet. The plane did not fit in that collapse point at the Pentagon. We've got pictures. If you want to see the pictures of the Pentagon live, go to PentagonMoney.com. Why'd we call it Pentagon money? You've heard of monopoly money. Well, there's something called Pentagon money with war. People who like to profit off war, just like they did with September 11. Now remember, the tail of a Boeing 757 is 4 stories high, folks. We never saw a picture of the plane hit the Pentagon. We never saw plane wreckage at the Pentagon. Never saw Osama's dead body. And the Navy SEAL Team 6 that was credited for having killed Osama, well, they were all killed, mostly. Less than 3 months afterwards. That's Extortion 17. Remember, Navy SEAL Team 6. The same men that were credited for having killed Osama, who, by the way, died in 2001 on a dialysis machine, according to CIA. That was the 7th patsy for Osama. That's why you never saw his body. Never saw a picture of the plane hit the Pentagon because it was a lie. The Pentagon is 77 feet high. The Pentagon collapsed 77 feet wide. A Boeing 757 tail 4 stories high, folks. Wingspan 125 feet, but you know that 4-story tail, that 125-foot wingspan of the 757 did not damage the lawn. It didn't take out the second floor. It didn't break the windows. Now, who am I? I run the global map for Anonymous. You ever heard of Anonymous? It's a truth movement. We had the Million Mass March, the world's largest protest, 482 cities. About my 3rd year running that global map for Anonymous. I've been supporting WikiLeaks for years. But just like Lord God of Heaven, WikiLeaks, thank heavens, believes that it's the truth that sets us free. It's not war, especially not all our offensive war. All that does is keep us in bondage. And speaking of bondage, do you know how this city works? The politicians say, vote for me, we'll give you what you want. How are they going to do it? They need money. Where are they going to get the money? They go next door to the Treasury Department. Where's the Treasury Department get the money? They go to the bankers. Where do the bankers get the money? They go to the Federal Reserve Corporation. It is a private corporation. It's got shareholders. They get 6% dividends. And the Federal Reserve Corporation, these private bankers, write a check from an empty bank account, and they hand it to the bankers, and poof, that's where currency is magically created. And when people talk about the coming crash of the dollar, it's because it was a debt-based monetary system where for every dollar of currency, there's $2 of debt. You cannot wipe out the debt, because if you wipe out the debt, you'll wipe out the currency. Ron Paul, who served in this town for 22 years, says he has given up on politics. It's not about politics anymore. It's about the currency crash that's coming. You see, the Saudi government in the United States were trading on the oil on the petrodollar. Gave an illusion of the strength of the dollar. But right now, they're selling off the petrodollar. And you've got Russia and Iran, China. They don't need our petrodollar with the Saudis. So what are you going to do to prepare yourselves, guys? Get real estate. Get gold. Because when that dollar crashes and you wake up one morning and you only got 20 cents on the dollar, you're going to go, damn, I wish I'd invested in real estate. Damn, I wish I'd invested in gold.